Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Charlotte from At Charlotte's House, and I'm doing things a little differently. I am going to start sharing a little bit of an informal look back at my week. I thought it would be a really fun way to connect with you guys more personally than just a simple craft project. So here I am. I am rarely bathed. I rarely have makeup on. It's just a little bit more casual, and I thought I would bring a little bit more of that into YouTube. This is my house. It is not neat. There is a real pile of action going on by the front door. Let's go over and see what we're dealing with. This is a pretty typical space in my world. This is our front door, and you'll notice that I have not painted these walls, so you're not gonna see this for a while, but this is a project waiting to happen. This is something that was just delivered, and again, these are all materials that are ready to go out to the garage. This is a project that I shouldn't be showing you. I haven't posted it yet. So until I post it, I don't like to get rid of my craft projects. But don't be thinking my house is pulled together, because this has been here since I left for Palm Springs a week ago. Yep, just sitting there. This is the space that I am working on right now. And we're gonna walk back so you can see. I tidied up just a little bit. Usually that means throwing things like that guy over in the corner, but I tidied up just enough because this is what I'm photographing. So here I am. I have repainted that piece of furniture, and I'm trying to frame this shot so you can see, there's my camera. You can also see that I've piled up all the extra cars right there. There they are. Somehow all the cars that used to be in one room have ended up here. So I'm trying to set up this shot. Doesn't that look nice and clean? I need to change my camera battery, apparently. What else have I been working on today? Let's come over here, because again, this is real life, and this is why I thought it would be sort of fun. I work with Joanne, and every month I have to make a craft project, so you are getting a sneak peek to my craft project for June. I have taken all sorts of planters that they have for sale, and I've tried to make them a little bit more interesting, a little bit more personal. I've also shared how I plant these planters because I think those look really fun, and I'm excited to share them with you. This is another project that I'm working on, and then this is the aftermath. These videos are all about, that's Frank. Say hi, Frank. These videos are all about keeping it real, so I want you to look at this. From afar, you're thinking, wow, that lady is really organized. Look at all her containers. Let's go digging. So in theory, each of these containers serves a different purpose. We might have pens, we might have paints. But when you come over here, you realize that there's a hairbrush. That doesn't belong there. Oh, this is exciting. These are leftover crafts from a project. I probably shoved them in here so I could take pictures. That bin actually gets a gold star. Up here, the wheels really come off. So that's the paint I used for that furniture. I don't know why I have an extension cord in here. I also have some receipts. So all to say, guys, don't look too carefully. Okay, the last thing that I want to show you is in here. So this is one of my favorite spaces in the new house. It is all of our furniture from the old living room. Yes, there is still a tablescape set up back there. I need to take that down. I also wanted to give you a little peek at this little pocket of chaos that's going on here, because one of the ways that you can always tell that I have done a project is when there are bins and junk in another room of the house. So this is our living room. Normally it is beautiful and I love it, but I have just finished working on my office, which is why the living room is now filled with all of this. I need to bring it up to the attic, but it's not gonna happen today. All right, I'm gonna get back to work. This is Frank. Frank's often sitting up there. And then this is his friend, Pacey. So this is Pacey, and Pacey lives right here on his bed. We rescued Pacey a couple of years ago, and he came to us with a real strong instinct to mark, which meant that he was peeing all over our house no matter how often he was taken out. And so we met with the trainer, and what the trainer said is that it's probably a little bit of anxiety, and he suggested that we just have to limit where he can go, essentially crate train him. And so he hangs out here, and even when his leash isn't attached, this is his favorite place in the house. So if he can calm himself down and be happy, that's really what our goal is. So if he's not running around the yard, he's sitting right here, happy as a clam. We live in Connecticut, and it is just beginning to feel like spring. So coming out into the sun, I love. I am headed to Joann. I have to get a few supplies to photograph that project. It's pretty nice out here.
Hi
there, may I have a medium coffee with milk and 1 Splenda, please? Nope, that's it. Thank you. McDonald's is my favorite coffee. Every time I do takeout, I wish there was a way to see takeout. It's not takeout, it's called drive-through. Every time I do drive-through, I wish there was a way to see how long the line was, because I just want a cup of coffee. And I don't know what these guys are getting. They need a mirror or something. Or they need like a electronic sign that says how many people are in front of you, like at the DMV.
Oh, okay. Out loud. I'll give you the secret photo. Okay, thank you.
What do I listen to when I'm in the car?
All right, well, we're gonna take a break.
My first choice is always Radio Andy. I've just discovered this. And if there's nothing good on Radio Andy, then I'll hook up a podcast, or right now I'm listening to a book on tape. I am finally listening to Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers. It's really good. Okay, I took a detour. I'm now in Target. So I'll show you what I noticed in the dollar spot. I don't come here very often. This is an adorable just memory game. My kids love memory, but I love how these paintbrushes sort of tuck into the box. So that is really, really cute. We love sidewalk chalk. You can never have enough of these, especially since my kids, they always leave them outside in the rain. So I think I'll grab a bunch of these. They're $1 a box. They have me to think I could do this without a cart. Does anyone else get a little frustrated with this business? So, super exciting sale. But then when you look at it, I don't know, $4 off, $3 off, doesn't do much for me. I will say this about Joanna Gaines. I love all this jadeite stuff that she has. I have one of these from World Market, and I use it all the time. Just a little cake stand. It came as a set, and it works perfect in the spring. I pull it out at Christmas, so big fan of these, Joanna. On a whim, I grabbed white chocolate marshmallow M&Ms. Oh my God. They are so good. Grab these. White chocolate marshmallow M&Ms. Very big day for me. These are amazing. Our kids pack their own lunches, so I am waiting for Louisa to finish up with hers, and then we're gonna go to school. We make the sandwich, and then they put it all together into a lunch. What, love? Sounds perfect. It's 11:30 on Tuesday. I have a quiet house for about 5 minutes until Arthur gets home from school. I am having my first breakfast of the day. I have oatmeal with some frozen blueberries. It's delicious, but it usually means that it ends up in my teeth for the rest of the day. Things we do. P.S. Is there anything more glorious than an empty house? I'm in my new office, and I can't show you the space yet because I am working on this space for the Frog Tape Paint Over Challenge, and we won't be revealing it until May, but I am using it. So I just finished these. If I take a step back, you'll see that I have a camera set up, so I'm hoping to get some video from this, as well as obviously photographs for my blog post, but I'm really pleased with how those turned out. Now I'm gonna glue on my D-rings. Sometimes finding a place to hang and photograph my work is a little tricky, so I hung those letters in here, but I need you to understand how messy it is. It's just our mudroom. But when you get them like that, it looks really nice, doesn't it? I chose this space because it was a plain white wall. It has nice natural light, and I thought the project kind of spoke for itself, so I figured I didn't need to really style it. I just needed to hang it, and that works perfectly. It is Thursday, and I've done a little computer work in my new office, and now I'm gonna take pictures of the new office because I have a deadline for this in about a week. But what I can show you is what my friend Emily did in my closet. So I met Emily at an event in Connecticut. She is an organizing company locally called Next Level Organizing, and she asked if we could collaborate. So I am going to share this post at some point, but you cannot believe what magic she did. This is really where she did her mark. Look at that shelf. But I'm gonna take pictures of that. I am actually waiting. I'm gonna hang corkboard on the back of these doors so that I can just use it to stick some things up. But until I hang the corkboards, I'm not gonna photograph what she did, but this is so good. It is Friday morning. I just woke up. You can hear the sound machine in the background. The first thing that I do every morning is I post to Instagram. So I wake up, I grab my phone, try to think of something to write, and then I start my day. So this is where the magic happens. I've shared this part of our room with you because I love it, and there's a reason that I haven't shared the other part of the room with you. Yeah, this is the reason. Current state of my dresser, hoard. All right, it's a Friday and I am a lady who lunches. I am meeting a friend at a restaurant up the road. It's always a delight. How meta is this? I am recording my video for the week, talking about it on camera, and watching about my 4th episode of Shark Tank because it's my favorite. On today's agenda, Saturday, our garage. We moved in January, and so there were a lot of things that we just needed to have in the garage, but now that it's warm, I need to pull everything out, make sense of it, probably donate a bunch more things, get it done.